Well, it's kind of finally here, sort of. So we're gonna be doing an unboxing of Super Mario Galaxy 1 plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 for Nintendo Switch. So yeah, these are kind of like ports for just not they're kind of remade, but they're kind of ports of these games, but with additional stuff in it. So be kind of so yeah. But before we stay tuned for the end of this video to unbox that one. But I'll be showing you some of I got my copies of these other games on the Wii. So you're maybe asking, why did I buy this? Like, why did I buy this exactly when you got these two? But just to have them on the Switch, and also I don't really play on my Wii that much anymore. And it's kind of in storage right now. So yeah, these are my original copies. I didn't get these when they first came out. I got them like later. Like this Mario Galaxy copy. Like this is a Nintendo Selects copy. They actually did have a Nintendo Selects copy of Mario Galaxy. They did a Nintendo Selects of Mario Galaxy 2. Sorry, I can't talk. It kind of sounds a little funny because my allergies are kind of kicking. So yeah. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, this is pretty, yeah, there's the disc, and then the manual. Like, this is the, the manual. It is a big booklet, actually, but it actually has different languages on it. It actually has the same exact thing pages, but in different languages. And then, you got the inserts right here. With some of the other games like Mario Galaxy 2, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and Super Paper Mario. I actually have the Nintendo Selects version of that game. I actually don't have any of these of Nintendo Selects. They didn't release Mario Wii as Nintendo Selects, no. Maybe in other territories, but not in the US. And it shows you every single every single information about the game and stuff. And then Netflix, and then the Wii Shop channel. And yeah, and then Paper Mario, Super Paper Mario, and Super Mario Galaxy 2, which came. This is Nintendo Selects copy. When you probably get some of these early copies, you probably won't get this manual, or when you probably buy used copies on eBay, you probably most of the times the manuals are probably people just take them and stuff. So now we got Super Mario Galaxy 2 on the Nintendo Switch. On the Wii, sorry. This is considered to be the best one from all of them, because it's bigger, I guess, and it has more stuff. It has Yoshi in it too, and the Cloud and the Rock. The disc and the manual. So yeah, these came out on the Wii originally, and then this is the first time they re-released Mario Galaxy 1 on the Switch. They actually did it with the 3D All-Stars collection back in 2020. So yeah, this is Super Mario 3 All-Stars. This one came out with other two games, Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Galaxy. This was released around the time when for Mario's 35th anniversary. So yeah. And yeah, this is a limited, this is a limited release. So yeah, so you can't get this anymore. And I like how it shows like all the box art for all these, for the other games too, which is pretty nice. And it came with soundtracks. That's cool. You know, actually, all these games have been, you know, re-released, you know, except for Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine still hasn't been released on the GameCube Online app, which, yeah, will probably, it probably will make the jump eventually on this on there. But I have this one, and then I have the GameCube copy, so yeah. But it's nice to see it on there. So now we can finally get to the main attraction here. So yeah, this game was like, you know, $99.99 Canadian dollars, so which is pretty expensive for these games. Like, these games are old and stuff, so why? Like, this is actually this is a Switch 1 game, but this is $99.99. It's actually the same exact price that a lot of the Nintendo Switch 2 games go for. So why not make it like, you know, $85 or something? But it's Green Nintendo, so yeah. So there's actually two ways you could buy this. You could actually buy these games. They actually sell these games individually on the eShop, and you could buy these two combo packs on the eShop as well. But they're about $55. I think this is about $70 in US. I think for you guys, and then I think about at least 40. I think for US. But each of these Canadian, it's about $55. So you're saving, you know, if you get both of these, you're saving a little bit of money, I guess. Not really too much, but maybe about $10 or less. $10 or less for US 20. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of, you know, the Pikmin one, and this is the second time they're doing like a combo pack with two games. They did this with Pikmin 2 a couple years ago. So this is what kind of reminds me of Pikmin 2. Again, the spine, the back. Yeah, it shows like an information of the games here. Like, it has some additional stuff in it. Like, they have you know, they have this additional storybook. They have assist mode and multiplayer. Of course, there's the original ones that have multiplayer. And then this one has Amiibo support, ready for everyone for mild Mario violence. And this game has Amiibo support too. They do have Galaxy Amiibo coming out with this, but it's not coming out till next year, which is kind of unfortunate. But I don't know, whatever, I guess. And then there's also a Mario sequel, which is called the Mario Galaxy movie, coming out next year too. So that's kind of open this up there. Actually, the plastic. Actually, the only thing I really need is scissors, actually, because the plastic on this is kind of a little bit cheap. It's kind of like, you know, it's easy to. It's kind of, you know, it's easy to rip, I guess. You know, actually, when you don't, you know, like, if you actually don't even own these games, if you actually don't own Mario Galaxy on the Switch or anything. And I forgot to mention too, these games were re-released on the Wii U Virtual Console as well. That's what I also forgot to mention too. But yeah. The eShop is closed, so you can't get these anymore or buy them. You could probably download them, but yeah. And I look at the art on this. That's pretty nice. It shows like a siding lane. Like, it's probably Mario Galaxy 1. This is probably Galaxy 2. And then the cartridge here. So I'm assuming it probably has, you know, it has probably a little menu to choose your game or something. And actually, I didn't open it yet, but it probably will. Back to the cartridges, and there's Luma on the inside of this. It is fine. This is a Switch release. This is probably like the first game they released for the after Switch 2 release. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure I have. You know, if you don't have, again, if you don't have any of these copies yet, don't have any of the Wii games, this is probably the way to go, actually. You know, the graphics are, you know, I guess there's one kind of thing, the graphics are exactly the same, actually, which they're not remastered, but they probably, you know, they probably don't have time to remaster the whole game, so that's kind of why. If you, you know, but it's good they release these games on the Switch, and then Galaxy get again a Switch a reach again for those who don't have the 3 All-Stars version. So yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.